Hi, welcome to another episode of the Gutshot Greaser Reviews. Today I'll be showing you the latest release from Vamp Grooming. I'm sure you guys have been waiting for this one, right? Let's take a look at the Prestige Oil Base. Vamp Grooming, no introduction necessary. One of the premier producers of pomade in Malaysia. And this is what they come up with. Shane has returned to his traditional roots with a traditional oil base. Meaning this one has petrol in it. Unlike Roti Bakar, which was an all-natural oil base, this one returns to an old-school type. Yeah, as a production line. I'm not counting Sons of Greece before this one. So let's take a look at the packaging. 100 gram amber glass jar, standard to the whole Prestige line. This is the logo, the trademark Prestige logo, printed on a blood red background. First time looking at this, it kind of caught my eye because I'm sure you guys do. Being so used to the black of the clay and the beige of the unorthodox, suddenly something this red is kind of throwing me off. But I'm sure it'll grow on me as time goes by. It's already growing on me too. Very cool design here with the label and with the top lid and everything. And this is the pomade, off-white natural color. It's I'm not sure if you can see. No, you can't see it in the camera. But it is a glistening in the jar, meaning it's gonna be quite a shiny grease. And the scent, quite a blend in there. I can't remember everything, but I remember bergamot and rosewood, which I'm definitely getting. It's a pretty strong scent. As soon as you open the lid, it starts to waft around the room. I'm sure there's the bergamot because it is quite a citrusy scent. But every time I open the jar, I get a different feel of the scent. So it's worked in quite well there. Yeah. Okay, let's go into scooping. This is still a top layer, the last bit of the top layer I've got out. As usual, the top layer might have a bit of crustiness, but it spreads out as like nothing, like butter, just as it is on the bottom. And I prefer putting this in quite a damp hair, just to get a bit more weight out of it. This is labeled as a heavy, but I always take Shane's ratings I take it with a notch down, as even Prestige Unorthodox heavy, but I still kind of call it a firm. This I kind of call it a firm as well. There you go. This is already broken through the top layer, and you get a nice thick goop. Not waxy, but greasy at the same time. As usual, breaks down like nothing. Now, the first time I tested this was at Tempatan Fest, right at the booth. I just got a cut from my boy Kamil. He's my regular barber now. I don't go to anyone else. So I decided to get a haircut and try the oil base right there. As you know, Tempatan Fest was really hot, sweltering, but it held up really well. Applying it in the heat and throughout the evening later, held up quite well. There you go. Slight pressure needed, but still scoops out like nothing. slight tug and pull because the air conditioning is at its coldest setting right now, but still after a run through, the first run through, everything is slicking back nicely. Maybe I gotta take it back where I said it's more of a firm than a heavy. I'm basing it on the time I used it at Tempatan Fest, which was, as I said, was in the hot sweltering sun. It might have melted down and got a little greasy at that time. But right now I'm getting quite a heavy hold right here. Heavier than Sons of Greece was. Yeah. Of course, the weather makes plays a big part in styling. So yeah, basing it off, trying it out at Tempatan Fest, it is totally different right now. Let's see. Yeah, pretty stiff. Although it's quite heavy right now. I'm getting a decent resistance when I'm combing, which is just the right amount to pull out a palm, you know, where you pull it up and it stays there and it doesn't fall apart. So that is I always look for that thick resistance when I'm styling. Everything molds into place nicely. Just patting it down, and as you can see, just using my hands gets everything in place. Few strays up there. Yeah, I think I'm done. Palm check. You can see there's a few pop-ups here and there which I can just easily touch up later, but this is the basis of it. You get a medium shine, not totally matte, as it isn't a extremely waxy product. There is a decent medium shine to it. As I said earlier, calling it a firm, I've got to take that back, sorry Shen. But that proves the point that the first time I used it was in the heat, and right now I'm using in a cool room. So I've got two experiences out of that. Using it in the heat, you're gonna get a really slick, kind of greasy feel, which not in any way uncomfortable or heavy. It felt like a lightweight, heavy performing grease on that day. But right now, I'm getting quite a heavyweight in this cool temperature right now, which is quite surprising. That's all up to you. You, as I said, use it in a warmer weather, and you're gonna get a nice greasy feel. I had everything held in place nicely throughout the evening, and of course, everything performs better in the cold. This is what I get. This is not moving. This is staying put. The recombing, of course, petrol base is gonna feel like a nice glide of the comb through the hair. Yeah. Recombing anytime, not a problem. Shen told me that this one he made it to be a little bit more washable than your regular heavy petrols, and I found that to be true. Where you're shampooing it out, you still get a nice, just the build up of the wax, but not a greasy feel in any way. But degreasing now, sometimes when you degrease a really heavy pomade, even degreasing with conditioner, there's still bound to be some residue left. But this one is even easier to degrease, so that is a good thing for me because of reviewing and everything. Sometimes I just need to degrease the next day to try out the other stuff that's in line. So yeah, you're gonna get a nice heavy hole with some good washability. Right, and as usual, Vam grooming scents are there to stay throughout the day in your hair, and that is always a good thing. You want the scent to stay, you know, to be noticeable at least. So there you go. Right, the Prestige Oil Base. It sounds like Vam Grooming's my homeboys. Sounds like might be a bit biased, but there's no doubt. Shane makes the best shit. So there you have it, the Prestige Oil Base. Give it a try. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you like the review, and watch out for the next one. See ya.